Hi, good evening, race fans. We're here tonight. It's going to be a good one here for the Cyber Thunder Truck Series here. So we're at Rockingham here tonight, a bumpy little track, and we're going to get these guys from 14 down to 8 after tonight for the playoffs. So, got a little bit here before we go into qualifying. Well, folks, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good one here tonight.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, back here. We're getting set to go into qualifying here tonight. Rockingham style. Bumpy little track here, too. These guys, man, are going to have their hands full. And just to give you a heads up on what we look like in the playoffs right now, we're in the round of 14. After tonight, we will take it down to 8 drivers. 2 drivers already advanced. Corey Sherman and then Cody Heinzman, the 2 that have already advanced tonight. Got an easy, well, I don't want to say easy night, but they, can lay back. They can have trouble if they wanted to. But those 2 are going to want to win no matter what. And already Cody Heinzman, Gibson. What do y'all think about Rockingham? I mean, Rockingham is a tricky track. Very, very bumpy. Well, outside looking in right now, Lee Campbell, Joe Hudson, Ed Yergin, Tanner Marr, Larry Bell, Mackenzie Milwane. I know I was just talking to Tom right before the race. He was talking about only a 6-point difference between himself and the cutoff line. And that's kind of what it looks like right now. You see all the green drivers to the left over there on the ticker. Those are all the playoff drivers, by the way. I'm looking here. Tom sits with 58.67. Or excuse me, 97, my bad. And Greg Mitchell right there in 8th place spot sitting with a, excuse me, Tom's got a 50.97. Greg sits right there in 8th place with a 50.79. So yeah, there's not that much difference between where 5th place is as opposed to 8th place. And actually Andrew Caldwell too. Gary both. So it is pretty tight up front. Most of these guys are going to have a good night. If not, it could be a short night for some of them. Looks like Cody Gibson right now is the man on top. So Cody Gibson, he is in there. He's right there sitting in 7th tonight. See if we can't get a word in with him right before we get started here. Down there in Channel 7. Big channel. Cody, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Rockingham, a little bumpy track here tonight. You're sitting there 7th in the cutoff line here tonight. And it's really close between you and the man there in 8th on that cutoff line. But looking good for qualifying right now. I mean, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. As long as I can keep the tires underneath me. But it's a little slick and a little tight altogether. It does wear the tires out. Yeah,
this place is a tire eater. I mean, it's one of the few tires or eaters on iRacing. But so maybe what's the game plan here? Sitting so close to that cutoff line.
I think what I want to do is try to get some stage points in stage 1 and 2, and at least try to finish top 10. I think that's probably a safe bet, but I ain't gonna try to put myself in any danger. If I get knocked out early, I'm probably done.
I'm going to tell you, that's always the thing you got to watch out for. Man, I'll tell you what, good luck tonight there, Cody.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. That's Cody Gibson. And what? And let's see if anybody's knocked him off. Cody Heinzman goes to the point. Well, I tell you what, I mean, is there any question on who's going to put it on pole tonight? I mean, wow. Look at this time. His time was close. It was within thousandths of a second. He had a 24.09 to 24.09. Man. Joe Hudson right now. If we can't get a word in with Joe Hudson. We don't get to talk to him too much. We get to talk to Cody all the time. Joe's not in here, so we're not going to get to talk to him. Yeah, Hudson's not in here. He's got his own channel, I guess. Corey. Brad. What about Lee Campbell? Where's he at? Lee Campbell starting 7th. He in here? If we can't get a word in with him. Probably not. All right, well, we're going to grid him up. Look at the grid here tonight. Boys out front. Once I get the ticker man get up with it. All right, Cody Heinzman puts it on pole here tonight. You got Cody Gibson starting right on the outside. Joe Hudson starting in the 3rd place. You got Corey Sherman there in 4th. Brad Holmes starting in the 5th. Greg Mitchell starting 6th. Lee Campbell up in the 7th. Eric Anderson starting 8th. We got Philip Van Veet starting 9th. Matthew Simple there in 10th. Logan Spencer starting 11th. Dustin Ping, he's in the 12th place spot. 13th is going to be Tom Ricker. Tanner Marr starting 14th. Ed Jurgen there in 15th. Leroy Cobb, he's starting in the 16th. We got Andrew Caldwell 17th. Mike Stifferson, he's starting 18th. We got Dave Gain 4th. He's going to be there in the 19th. Gary Bowman starting 20th. Amanda Sherman there in the 21st. 22nd spot, we got Andy Cork. Larry Bell 23rd. Jackie Braun in 24th. And Casey Tomlinson in the 25th spot. So 25 machines about to make headway here tonight at Rockingham. Ought to be a good, solid race. Talk with Cody there, Gibson, before the race. One of the drivers that is, he's in there, but he's sitting 7th right now, folks, on that cutoff line. Let's hear who your favorite driver is out there. Who are you rooting for? I see the early ones are Matthew Simple. I know he's got a gang, and he's another one in here, but he's sitting 6th right now. And Matthew Simple starting right there in 10th. So he's going to have some work. Obviously, if some of these guys get in trouble tonight, that could be crucial for them. It could really, really be detrimental. I mean, Cody Heinsberg could have a bad night. It don't matter. He's next round anyways. But some of the guys like Gibson, Simple, Campbell, I'm going to say, yeah. And then Greg Mitchell, too. Remember Greg Mitchell missing that race? He's right there in 5th. So Greg needs to come out of here, I'm going to say, with a good top 5 at least. Pace cars in. We're going green. Green flag tonight. Also got to give a good shout out to our sponsor tonight, Ricky Thompson. Thank you, Ricky. Actually, Rick. Oh, low contact there. What's going on the bottom? As Cody Heinsman's going to lead this first lap here. This is a unique style track, and it is a very, very tough one to manage. You're going, you're bumpy, you're jumping around. I see a win, Simple. I got you. Okay. Who you miss racing with out there, Ted? Or Be Free Media? Tricky track though, man, out here Rockingham. Modulating this place is very bumpy, and we'll ride along here with our leader just to show you how bumpy this place is. Watch when he goes into the turns. Man, handling it. You get tight and then you snap loose real quick here. It is a tire chewer style track. It will mash those tires up. Look at that bumpiness right there. Turn. You can see him. You try to keep that wheel as smooth as you possibly can going into the turn, but you can just see how much movement in the wheel they have. And almost throws you up to the top lane. That middle top lane is going to be where you're at. You're going to try to get down on the inside. I don't know. As usual, I got you, Kathy. As usual, Tom. Absolutely. Hey, I talked to Tom before the race. He's feeling pretty good. I mean, right now, didn't have the start he wanted. He was one of those trucks we saw get down there on the apron there to start. But he's on a cutoff line, too. Well, he's sitting right now. He's actually sitting in 5th, but he's only... Well, he's 2 points ahead of Simple. About 3 to 4. The cutoff line is actually only 10, about 15 to the cutoff line. So Tom really is going to have to stay where he's at. I'm going to say get a top 15, top 10 is where Tom's really going to have to get to. Ed Yergin and Tanner Marr, they're probably in a must-win situation here. How far back there? Well, I say they're in a must-win. They're 19 behind Mitchell. And, yeah, he's about the same. So, I don't know. It's going to be close. Be close throughout this field. Right now, Eric Anderson hanging on strong right there in the 8th place spot behind him. Dustin Ping, Lee Campbell and company. Larry Bell. See Amanda back there behind him. She said she likes to wreck a lot. I'll to her little clip. She said she has a hillbilly rig with a teacup set up beside of it, man, a teapot. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. She was naming off all kinds of stuff. She said she has some, I don't know, some sort of animal up underneath it. She calls it Dale. I guess that's why she rides Dale all the time. I don't know. Cody Heinzman out front. He's got company, though. Gibson right there. And Corey Sherman. So Heinzman and Sherman have already punched their ticket. Gibson has not. So how much pressure does Heinzman and Sherman put on him? And I know Cody's probably thinking, I'm glad I won last week. I'm glad I punched my ticket. Because this track could have been, Okay, B. Cool. You don't run anymore? You just don't do any more iRacing? Or, you just stepped away? I see the B media maybe doing some broadcasting. I don't know. Heinzman out front right now, holding on strong. Got Gibson right behind him, and you can just see these trucks awful tight, and they're having to go way up that track. I don't know, man, if Heinzman wants to give that outside lane. You can just see going into the turn how tight the truck gets. Throws it up there. Or he closes in on the back door. Tire saving will be crucial here. I mean, saving as much tire as you possibly can will be crucial. Yeah, I got Sherman right now. Along with Gibson. Heinzman, Greg Mitchell moving in. Oh, nice real life racing summary. Nice. What are you racing in the summertime? Dirt? Maybe some modifieds. Mitchell right now moving into it's about turned into a 4-truck battle. Actually, it'll be a 5-truck battle. Holmes, you can get up here. Almost looks like the entry of Darlington. Now you kind of go in, diamond in a little bit, then you kind of get just drove up the track. Kind of what it looks like. You see them right there. They go in and then they just kind of get shot up the track. So it's almost like that Darlington. But you see Mitchell, he's hanging down on that low side, though. Making it work. Oh, nice. Heck yeah, man. B, that's awesome. Nice. Oscar Modified. Okay. I'll be honest with you, never heard of it. But hey, that sounds cool. See, this old Holmes is going to move in. Look at Joe Hudson. He's still got the chest augmentation. We'll say it that way. So he's trying to look for some big things here tonight. As always. It's Joe Hudson. Go guy. Dustin Ping right behind him. Matthew Simple chewing up his back door. Simple trying to get up here. Remember, Simple right now sitting in 6 in the points. He can't afford to have a bad race tonight. And I'll go out on a limb and say that if you're in that position where you can't have a bad race, this is a race where you could, yes, it's a tough track, but you actually can be very conservative here and be fast. So you don't have to overdrive the truck. Battle up here with Holmes and Hudson. Oh, see, Holmes gets the wall. That's what I'm talking about. If you overdrive the truck too much, you can get into trouble. I had to talk to him for some videos. Heck yeah. Simple's going to look to that inside. They're holding that inside lane pretty good. I mean, you can run the inside as long as the truck's not getting too tight and you're not losing too much speed and you're not actually pulling the truck down. The more you try to fight the steering wheel, the more that truck gets tight and then it can snap real loose on you. Like Simple's going to try to get that spot away. Takes so long to pass here, too. Another thing we'll see all night long. Well, stages. Let's look for our stages tonight. Let you know. Lap 45 will be stage number 1. Lap 90, stage number 2. Looks like Simple makes the pass, but Ping says, not today. I'm going to crisscross you back over. He does. Oh, and the truck got tight. You see right there, just instantly tight and drove up the track, almost right into the inside of Simple, and he had to get out of it. And when he got out of it, he lost a lot of momentum. That's going to put him right in the back door of Eric Anderson. Anderson right now is going to see if he can't shoot to the outside, take that spot away, and boom, boom. And here's what I'm talking about. You could actually just be very, very conservative here tonight and walk away. You can see Simple right now coming through the field. Heads up racing on his part. Cody Heinzman, meanwhile, still out front. He's got Gibson, though, so it's a Cody show. Gibson right there on his back door. You got Heinzman along with him. Heinzman's trying to fend off Gibson. Gibson's there. You just see how close, how hard it is to pass. And Mitchell's another one of them trucks tonight. I feel like he needs a good run. He's sitting on that cutoff line. I'd like to see him get the round of 8. And what a battle it would be if he got to the final 4. I mean, if you're betting, man, I don't know. Once we get to that final 4, though, here's the thing. The races that'll be left, we get them for you here. Still a good race out front. You see Cody Gibson right there on the back door of him. This is a battle for the lead. Two guys going at each other all night long. But we got Rockingham, and then after the night, we go to Indianapolis, Dover, and then Nashville, and that concludes till we go to Atlanta, the Race for a Championship. To still see Cody Gibson right there trying everything he can to get around Heinzman, but just not been able to muscle that way around him. Well, Joe Hudson's moving it up into the 4th place. Corey Sherman's right here sitting in 5th. Matthew Simple's been able to move up 4 spots. I was talking about, tracks. This is a track where you can definitely be kind of conservative on and move up. Panama right now, Martin traffic. Got Mike Stifferson right along there with him with Ed Jurgen. Him and Stifferson going to go at each other. Stifferson on the inside. Mark is up on the wall. That's going to give it to man Mike. Going to bring the 46-man Codwell into the picture. And you got Gary Bowman. Again, we're going to appreciate, man, Ricky Thompson, man, for sponsoring tonight's race for us here at Rockingham. Thank you, Ricky. As always. Codwell right now trying to shoot off on the inside to see Marr, trying to see if he can't get the spot back. Gary Bowman takes it over. Bowman's going to look like he's going to, if he can't go back on the inside of Marr. Good little battle back here around 16th place spot. How many sets of tires did they get tonight? Let's see. We're sitting on 70% fuel. Now let's see if he gives me that info for you. It doesn't say. Let's see if we can get some. If we get a caution, I'll get somebody up here, man, to kind of give us that info for you. Oh, Casey Tomlinson. Oh, he wrecked. Thing's smoking. What did he do? Came out on pit and then, oh, right in front of a truck. Ouch. Oh, man. Ouch. Surprised they didn't bring a caution. Heinzman right now still out front with this one. Gibson right behind him. You got Mitchell trying to close in the gap. He's about 3 seconds back from the leader. Joe Hudson right there along with him. That was Jackie Brana. Unfortunately got in the back end there of Casey. There's two trucks on pit road right now. Just unfortunate for them. Matthew Simple coming through the field. He's up to 5th. Corey Sherman's right there in 6th. Brad Holmes. Here's where a hot battle is. You've got Ping, Ricker, and like I said, Tom's probably eating a top 10. I think if he gets a top 10, he'll be safe coming out of here for the round of 8. It'll take probably a little more than that, and whoa, into the wall, whoa. Brad Holmes pops it. Got his Rockingham stripe right there, but this is a solid battle happening. Ping's on the outside, Ricker on the inside. Van Veet's right behind him. Ooh, yeah, and all the way. And then you got Eric Anderson, so you have got, what, 5 trucks right here under a blanket. Very easy to do, pop the wall here at Rockingham. Got Van Veet trailing. Eric Anderson right there with him. Like Ping's going to try Holmes and see if he can't get that spot away from him. He'll plow it on the inside of him. Comes Dustin Ping. Watch that truck though. When he goes into the turn, watch it instantly get tight up the track, and actually it pushes Holmes up into the wall a little bit. He's able to get that pass. Ricker right there too, coming with him. In the Buc-ee's machine. Traded in the Goodwrench machine for a grocery store. Right. Now he's battling here with Ping, and this is exactly what Tom needs. Solid finish, top 10. Whoa, and you see Ping got loose. And he held on to that thing? What? Are you kidding? Go back and watch this again. Dustin Ping probably the save of the night so far. Wow. Went off the track again, and then he wrecks. Uh-oh. Quite sure what Ping's doing back here. We're watching the replay here. Watch this again. Saw Ricker go for the pass. Oh yeah, he just tags the wall, and then right there, he held on to it. Held on to it. Got onto it. Held on to it. Got it again. Got going. Says he crashed again for some reason. Oh, him and Ed Jurgen got together. And boom, right there. Just like that. Watch it one more time. We got a little loose out of the turn or what? Ed might have thought he was clear and just came down a little bit from that angle. Unfortunately, Dustin Ping paid the price for it. Got damage on that truck. Heavy. Jargon right now still holding on to the 15th place spot. Got Marr right behind him, but been all Cody Heinzman out front, and he's stretched that lead now to 2 seconds over Gibson. And that's your stage right there. Stage 1 in the books. Going to go to Cody Heinzman. Good old Cody. Mitchell's able to move up. Everybody's going to pit. They're going to want those tires. They're going to be begging for tires. There's old Lee Campbell. Now, Lee is the first truck side looking in. They're outside looking in, so gotta get ahead of some of the other guys like Mitchell and all, but it's gonna be a tall order tonight. Heinzman winning stage number 1. Let's bring Matthew up and get a word with him. Well, we might not be able to. We'll put him back down there. About to go back green. We're about to go green, folks. We'll get him on the next time. Caution's a little quick here at this track. I don't want to mess him up on the restart. Simple's back there, starting in 3rd. He needs this. A good pit stop. Man, get up to 3rd. I'm to Cody Hines. Oh, Cody's out front. Okay, I was going to say, why am to Cody Heinzman? Gibson was the one who... Wow, Cody Gibson. Cody? We got to go back and watch what happened to Cody. He had damage or something. Cody Gibson, he's got damage on that truck. Well, we're going to have to go back on his pit stop. Everybody coming on pit lane. Lights off on the pace car. We'll go back green, then we'll go back and watch, see what happened to Cody Gibson. It's put him way back in 19th, which is danger right there of not making the round of 8 after qualifying way up front. But he's still got time. Still got a lot of time. Here we go. Pace car. About to duck off on pit road. Take that hard left turn. And it does. You got Mitchell, Heinzman up front. Heinzman gets to jump on the field. What a simple half form behind him. Good old Joe Hudson there too. Matthew Simple just did not get going. Oh, Matthew Simple, man, I don't know if he didn't get through the gears or what. Just didn't get going. Hyman runs out front. Go back and watch Cody Gibson pit road. Huh. Might have got caught speeding. Yeah. Might have got caught speeding is what it was. It puts him in a hole. Meanwhile, up front, Greg Mitchell says, that's okay. I'm going to take this spot away. Just a tough place to pass here. And that's a tough guy to get around. Heinzman. You can get up underneath him and maybe push him up against that wall a little bit. And I've said that many a time. Got to get up there and maybe rub a little bit with Heinzman. Get up there and race a little hard with him. Because if you let him get in a groove, he's probably going to beat you 9 times out of 10. Got to get him out of that groove. And I think if Mitchell gets up underneath him and kind of pinches him up against that wall a little bit, yeah. And I know it's tough to pass here. Meanwhile, you see Joe Hudson right behind him right there with Corey Sherman. Watching this battle for the lead. Two guys are about even. And last lap, both of them running 41. Across the line where they run this time. 42-39. Yeah, so they're almost dead even. I mean, even right here, Hudson and Sherman, 63, 64, 60. That is all dead even. Unfortunately, they're about 2/10 off the pace of the leaders. They are still consistent. Heinzman still out front. Mitchell right there trying to tear on his back bumper. You see these 3 trucks right here with Hudson, Sherman, and Simple. Look at Tom up to 6th place. He's doing what he has to do. Before the race, he said, I mean, a top 10 is what I want. I want to be consistent here. He's looking for more. Looking for a top 5. Maybe get up underneath Matthew Simple. And Matthew's in the same boat. Yeah, I think he needs to stay in that top 5 also. Along with Greg Mitchell, definitely. So Mitchell and all of Cody Gibson's the only one right now, which he's coming through the field. Look at this. He's up to 13. Cody Gibson's not wasting no time. He said, you know what? I got back to the back. I know what the assignment is. I got to. And here's the thing. I think Cody probably will be okay if he can get up there. I'm going to say right there with Bowman and Ricker and them. If he stays right there with them, either right behind them or at least in front of them, I think Gibson will be okay. Because the next guy out is Lee Campbell. Now, yes, he's only 2 points back from Mitchell. The problem with Lee Campbell is he's sitting right here in 11th place spot. He needs to definitely move up, and Greg Mitchell's way up there in 2nd. But Lee Campbell's actually a little further on back. He's a solid 10, This will be about 17 from Cody Gibson. So, like I say, if Cody just gets around Lee, which is right there behind him, so even if he stayed behind him, yeah, and yellow flag out. That definitely, out stage 2. What did we get? A little spin back here or something? Might throw some debris on the track. Well, let's watch back here and see if maybe it's a quick little spin. Been a couple of them tonight. Watching Spencer right here. Oh, yep, right there. Who is that? Go back on a little bit. Oh, that's Larry Bell. Oh, into the back. That's crazy that a lot of us haven't pulled a caution, but that one did. See what happened here. Get loose or have a little help. A little help. Into the wall. Okay, caution out. Mitchell says, I'm not coming in here. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, let's step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here in a few. Been a good one here at Rockingham.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
All right, we're back green. Greg Mitchell takes the point here. Rockingham tonight here for the Cyber Thunder Tuesday Truck Series. Got to give a shout out to our sponsor tonight, Rick Thompson. Appreciate it, Rick, out there as always. Rockingham. Well, round of 14, but we're going to take it down to 8 after tonight. We've been talking about it. Greg Mitchell definitely would love a win. Cody Heinzman back here in the back. What's happening to Cody? Cody had to go in the pits to get a penalty. See, this is what Cody, man, was talking about. He definitely he's glad he got that stage. Now he's marked back here in traffic. Codwell right behind him. Gibson's been able to move back up front. I'm just curious to now what the new tires as opposed to the old tires will do. Now we'll be able to see maybe what kind of difference they are. And you can see Sherman right now, the first one on the 4 tires at lap 65. Everybody else pitted at lap 47. About 10, not quite 20 lap difference. And even though this place does chew the tires up, it's still so hard to pass here. You see Sherman still having a tough time passing. Matthew Simple's another one that's pitted also. I mean, they're coming through the field, but they've got to be careful. See, laps winding down. We're getting to stage number 2 here. Looking for lap 90. Greg Mitchell would love to get some stage bonus points here tonight. I know Cody said that's what his game plan was. I think Sherman and them might spoil that. They can get to the front in time. Tanner Marr right now holding on to the 8th place spot. The Simple drove that thing in there. Almost got into Marr. Man. Tanner right now, and if I'm Tanner, I think I'm driving aggressive. Looks like it was so Simple right now is trying to get up to the front to do. And Tom Ricker right there in the 6th place spot. Sherman's already moved up to 4th. Meanwhile, Gibson takes over the top spot. Remember, he said he wanted some points. But I think Corey Sherman, with this tire stop, is going to steal it from him. Yeah, I think he's going to take the stage away from Cody Gibson. I mean, Gibson needs those points. So does Mitchell. But I think Sherman with the pit stop just going to blow right by him. And there's nothing that Gibson's going to be able to do. Corey Sherman's already punched his ticket in. Does he ride behind Cody? Let's see. Ooh, Campbell off the track. Well, that's Lee Campbell too. Wow. He didn't get a caution out of that? I can watch that one more time. Really? I can watch it. See what happened. Now he's outside looking in. Round of 8. He has some help. Trucks get loose going in the turn, tight in the middle off. Oh yeah, Tanner got in the back of him a little bit. That wasn't a caution, really? Ow. Okay. Unfortunately puts Campbell in the back. Corey Sherman's just going to walk away with those new tires. Cody's still going to get some pretty good points here. Here comes Heinzman and Simple. Matthew Simple needs it. Greg Mitchell unfortunately falling back. And you see Mitchell on those old tires falling off the pace. You see tires, man, definitely are the huge factor here. And Gibson's the only one maintaining up front. Got about 9 more laps to go to hang on to it till we get to stage number 2. Been a good race here tonight. Rockingham. Liked it. Hope y'all enjoyed it out there. If y'all enjoyed it, we only had 1 caution here tonight. Other than the stage, we've only had 1 caution. They had Jurgen back there. Heinzman along with him. Jurgen, he's got newer tires also. Heinzman's right there. Matthew Simple trying to do what he can do. You got Van Veet along with him. Greg Mitchell. Unfortunately, Logan Spencer going on the pit road. A lot of good battling going on throughout the track here. A lot of guys on older tires, a lot of guys on newer tires, and pretty much the newer tire guys now are back up into the top 10. They've all managed to get back up there. So Sherman, Simple, Gibson. All right, Corey Sherman still out front in this one. Matthew Simple on wire with him. Cody Heinzman, he's trying to push to the front, see if he can't get some. So the two guys who have advanced right now are rolling to the front. How much does Matthew Simple have? Can he hold off the man right there of Sherman or of Heinzman? I don't know if I want to give him that outside. Oh, Heinzman gets into the wall. He scrubbed no speed off, got in the wall again right there. And that's your stage. Really no. Caution out. Lee Campbell. Into the wall. What happened to Lee? Oh, he blinked. Coming up on, looks like Larry Bell. Was up underneath. And, oh. Not sure. He could have probably gave away a little bit more room, I think. I think Campbell could have. Watch it from this angle here. You see Bell get out of the way off the wall a little bit. So, oh, that's just, I guess one of them racing deals. Campbell come up, man, or probably didn't go all the way down. Tough break for him. Tough break for Lee Campbell because that right there, coming in on the cutoff, pretty much puts him out of that, out of the round of 8. Corey Sherman coming off pit road. Heinzman. Sherman and Heinzman. The only two that have advanced in the round of 8. Right now dominating this race. Now they're going to let all these other guys settle in on points alone. Oh, Corey Sherman out there. He raced his way into this chase. The thriller. Tire management beat Cody in that thing. With a very actually good race between the two. So let's 2x2 line them back up. See what we get. Gonna have Sherman, Heinzman up front. We'll probably do our stage there, so Corey Sherman winning stage number 2 tonight. Give him some bonus points. Pace cars in. Green flag. Matthew Simple and yellow back out. Let's see if we can get an idea of maybe what happened. I know that wasn't a stage. Are we throwing had the caution before, and are we throwing a caution now for the stage? I mean, I'm kind of confused if we are. No, we didn't even go a lap. Yeah, we didn't even go a lap. All right. Kind of confused on what we're doing here. Tom's got some wild plans happening. Hey. While we're waiting, we'll take a quick break. Be right back.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side. And pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is,
All right, getting set to go back green here, folks. Pace car's about to duck off. Well, I mean, I'm not sure, B, because the stage was at lap 90. They went back green at lap 90, 91. So usually he says if there's 5 laps and another yellow. What in the world? Cody Hines been around. Whoa. Oh, well. Are we going to get this one started? Hines was there. Just loses it. Oh, then he gets hit. Ouch. Well, Cody can afford a bad race. Let's just say that. Caution. You know what that one was. All right, line it back up. Thurman out front with them. You got Matthew Simple there. Temple was able to get away around and be okay. All right. What happens here on the single file start? Yeah, B, I'm with you on that. I mean, like I said, a lot of times now he didn't put it in the rules this week, so maybe that is the case. Normally he puts it in there like if it's five, like let's say like lap 90 is the stage. He would say like lap 85, caution, which he did. So, hey, I'm with you. We'll just say that was the stage caution. There we go. Either way, Corey Sherman got it. Corey Sherman's still out front with this one. Little confusion for us up here. I don't have a director in my head, man, telling me a lot of stuff going on. Maybe I should. All right, line them up 2 by 2. Here we go. Side by side, restart. Can Simple take over the top spot away from Sherman? Sherman would like to win another race. Green flag, we're back racing at Rockingham. We're getting any more cautions here. Tough track on the restarts. You can see, man, Sherman just gets a good jump on the field, though. Simple right there behind him with the Cody Gibson. Gibson needs this good finish tonight with Bowman. Hudson right along with him. Got the 55 machine there. Mitchell on his inside. Mitchell definitely needs a good run here tonight, too. Tom Ricker's doing what he needs in the top 10. Look at Leroy Cobb right there in 9. Tanner Marr, he's still fighting. Tanner's not giving up. Still think it's a kind of a must win on his end because Tanner right now, he is 19 points behind Greg Mitchell. And the bad thing is you've got Gibson, Simple, Ricker, and Mitchell all right there in front of him in the top 10. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, B. Good race going on back here about midfield. Running about the 10th place spot, little Leroy Cobb. Holding strong there with Andrew Codwell. Mike Stipperson right along with him. And whoa, hang on to it there, double O. Brad Holmes had that thing a little kicked out sideways. He gets tapped in the rear. Holmes is around, he's sliding. Is he going to get it? Is he going to hang on to it? Is he going to come back on the track? Going to call the caution. Rex gets us spun around in time. We won't get a caution. Yep, we're good. Right, good job on Brad's part. Good job, Brad. Good job. It's unfortunate right there for him. He got tagged. Oh, then he blinks a little bit. I want the blinking. Still, Matthew Simple's trying to run down Sherman. Boy, Corey Sherman says, you know what? I'm already got my ticket to the round of 8, but I want to show that I can win the championship too. It wasn't a fluke for me to be here in this thing. Wow. This thing is looking nice. Simple along with him. Gibson right behind him. You got Mitchell, Gergen. The second half of this race underway right now. Look at Amanda. Turn her animal up underneath the chair there. Dale coming through the field. Up to 13th. Van Veet's right behind him. Good battle going on right here too. See Andrew Codwell. He's running about the 12th place spot. See Eric Anderson back there too. Dave Gainford. And Cody Heinzman still on pit road, unfortunately. Wow. Gainford back here battling strong. So it's like trucks out of the race tonight. Unfortunately, Casey Tomlinson, Jackie Brannon, Justin Ping, Larry Bell, Lee Campbell, Cody Heinzman as of right now is out of it. Yeah. I'm going to hand it over here to Corey Sherman. So Cody's probably glad, look, I punched my ticket. I'm glad I didn't have to come in here and I have bad luck. No way with one race having bad luck. You have multiple ones, really tough. The thing about it is if Corey wins tonight, going into round of 8, him and Heinzman, which Heinzman, I don't know about Heinzman right off, but going into round of 8, Corey definitely will have a heck of an advantage going into it. He will definitely have those, points. So far, so good. Fortunately, Cody said he was taking notes on what he wanted to tell me on post-race. I guess, we could. I mean, we could bring up Cody and get a word with him here. We didn't get a word with him post-race, but we can get a word with him mid-race. Bring him up. Cody, Joe White and Booth got a copy.
I got you, Joe.
Well, not where you want to be sitting and not what you want to be doing in the pits, but what happened on that restart? Maybe I missed a gear or something?
To be honest, Joe, I think I just ran out of talent going into turn 1, and I would be back out on track, but I pulled into the pits and they said we got too much damage, we're done, and didn't give me any other options. So now I'm just watching and yeah, kind of being an eye in the sky for the others running. And I mean, we got the 3, the 16, and the 1 all up there in the top 3 in the call iRacing. So they're all going to have a pretty good night. I was telling them my money's on Gibson because I think he's due and he's been really fast. But yeah, going into 1, I saw the opportunity to get to the high line, which is by far the preferred, as we saw through the first part of the race. And when I went to shoot up there, I guess I just drove too hard into the corner while kind of shooting up the track, and the rear end just completely went around, and I was just along for the ride.
I've seen that a couple times tonight. Guys in the rear end get out. And, some guys talked before the race, talking about it's going to be tight, loose. I can see that in the trucks there going through the turns. Now, well, with that said, obviously you've already made it to the round of 8. So, really tonight kind of being the bad race, came in a good time. So what's your thought on going into Indianapolis next week?
Yeah, I'm glad I have that win after what happened today. But, yeah, going into the next round, that's where it's really going to get interesting because we're cutting so many people out and we're getting down to, the names of the season for the most part, these next 3 races. But they're at some good tracks for me. I really like Indy. I really like Dover. And I think I'll have a good opportunity to run well at both and maybe even get another win to lock into the Final Four.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I can't bet against you a lot of times, but, man, tonight, tough night. But, hey, again, good luck out there, man. Hopefully, some of the other drivers that you got down there is going to win.
Absolutely. Thanks, Joe.
There you go. We're going to make down there in his room. He's going to do some spotting for his guys tonight. That's Cody Heinzman. Just unfortunate, you normally don't get to talk to him through the race. We normally talk to him after the race, but a little bad night, and it can happen to anyone. And that's the amazing thing about the chase, folks. And while we were talking, Matthew Simple is taking the lead with Cody Gibson there. Well, Matthew Simple, look at Cody Gibson. He knows, man. He's like, look, I want to get the win here tonight. Two guys out here battling. Yeah, Matt right now is doing what he needs. Oh, and he got the wall hard. Matthew Simple, he keeps popping the wall, and that right there might actually tear the truck up. Are you kidding me? Because if Matthew Simple falls out of the top 10, he'll probably fall out of a chance to get. And this right here might be the end of his hopes to get in a round of 8, folks. Wow, Matthew Simple smacking the wall. Go back and watch it one more time. I mean, he got the wall there. See Cody coming up on him. He'll make that pass. Cody does a good job. Oh, Cody got around him. He had to do the crisscross move over. And you see him coming up here. He come out of the turn pretty even. Yeah, he just came up way high in the turn. And that truck just got awful loose and back hit the wall hard. That right there probably knocked the steering and everything out of it. Unfortunate night. Cody Heinzman advanced, but the Matthew Simple with an unfortunate. He did not need that because he was coming in here 6 in the round of 8 or in the 14. But the problem is he was only 3 points ahead of Cody Gibson and Greg Mitchell. Now, I talked about Lee Campbell, and I look at Joe Hudson here. This is another one we've got to think about here. Because unfortunately, Lee Campbell's out of the race too. And Matthew Simple can't get back. He's back in 18th. Hudson's in 4th. Do a little math here. Hudson got a shot. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know. I think mathematically he might not. I think mathematically Matthew Simple might be okay. Just because of the shorter field here tonight. He might actually still make it to that round of 8. Because I don't know. Lee Campbell sitting in pit road. Joe Hudson's the next man. You've got to look. That's 10, 20. Yeah, there's 20-some points between him and Joe Hudson. I think Matthew Simple, although hitting the wall, yeah, no doubt. I think by Matthew Simple hitting the wall, even though he's in pit road at 18, Lee Campbell would have been the only other person that could knock him out. Obviously, now, well, it still won't matter. If Cody Gibson wins, he's still in the top 8. Yeah, so, yeah, Matthew Simple, I think, has dodged a bullet. Cody Heinzman's not coming back out. Lee Campbell's out of the race. Logan Spencer might be the only other one that could get around Simple lap-wise. So that, I mean, at the worst, Simple's looking at 19. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's only 15 spots difference. Yeah. Hudson is going to have to win this race. By my calculations here, folks, and I'm just going off 1 point a position, that is. It won't matter. Yeah, Joe Hudson's almost going to pretty much have to win this race. I think Matthew Simple has dodged a bullet just by it being a shorter field. Would it maybe have 30-some trucks and he'd be back in 20-some spot? Yeah. Well, I think even though Matthew Simple with the bad one right there, I think he's going to be okay. Wow. Does make it interesting, though. Who are you talking about there, B? You talking about 2 stop. Last stage and make it 2 more times. Yeah, you saw Gibson. He pitted at 88. 70% fuel. I think they're not going to pit again until probably... I probably won't see him to lap 140, 150. I'm with you. You're only probably going to do 1 more stop. So you're only 1 more stop right here. Well, the stage was at 90, and they had those 2 cautions after that. Remember, around let's say 92. Pitted at 88 for 34, so that's what 108, 118, 128. It's already well over 30-some laps. I mean, can they go 50 laps on fuel? I think they can. Tires is what I'm looking. Is probably the thing I'm be more worried about. See Greg Mitchell doing what he needs to do. So, yeah, Matthew Simple on pit road, and he's coming back out, folks. Okay, good. Even this right here, I still say though he's okay. I think he's well okay. Now, Joe Hudson would pretty much have to win this race. Matthew Simple dodged the bullet. What that does do is help out Greg Mitchell, Cody Gibson. Greg, you see him right there on that cutoff line. Now, it does not help out Tanner Marr. He pretty much going to need a win. He's 19 behind, actually, Greg Mitchell. Too far behind Matthew Simple. Ooh, a little contact right there between Marr and Anderson. Getting a little racy back there in the back. Steve Van Veet there in the mix, too. Mike Stifferson there. Actually, Brad Holmes, the lap machine, they're going to go back up underneath. Got Andy Court right there along with him. A 4-truck battle happening. Well, everybody pitted at lap 88. Except for Eric Anderson and Codwell. They did come in for a splash of fuel at lap 96. They didn't take tires. But, yeah, I mean, so with that said, I mean, everybody's got to come back in for a pit. So I think still, if they can stretch it to 150, 155, even 160, that might be a go-to there. I think, anyways. Tanner coming through the field here. And Tanner and Hudson do have a shot, but they got to win. With Matthew Simple having a bad day like he's had, they're not going to point their way in. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, we're taking a round of 8. You know, we got, unfortunately, Heinz been having a bad night tonight there. He's talking about, said he stepped on his foot and lost a little talent on the restart there. Good for him. Okay. Want to see how good those races are for him. As right now, Cody Gibson's got a solid lead over Mitchell, 3.4 seconds. So it's spread out for the top 3. Actually, through the top 4, you got Tom Ricker right now, who's doing what he needs to do, staying there in the 5th place spot. An outstanding run by Richter. Very nice. Tom right now getting in that round of 8, doing what he needs to do, and it's like Cody was talking before. Like Cody was talking before, when you get to the round of 8, get a lot more, tighter with the group, and you start seeing the guys on the top part. Sometimes you can always get a guy slip in there. To see. We got Bowman right now there. Gary Bowman. We've been talking about him. He comes in here 3rd in that round of 8. You see Mitchell now on pit road. So Mitchell on pit road lap 48. I said 150. Might be a little bit earlier than I thought, but that actually will bring him. He put it at 88. He went 50 laps. He did go 50 laps. Cody Gibson on pit road. So they can go 50 laps. I'm thinking they go the distance here. See a massive amount coming on pit road. Joe Hudson's going to stay out. Boy, Joe got a caution now. Could Joe imagine? Wow. Joe's probably sitting there going, oh, please, somebody blow up on the track. Rick, hit something. He's probably going, Amanda did that awesome little promo talking about there's always going to be a wreck. Now would be a nice time for that to happen. I mean, it's pretty much all or nothing for Hudson. For him to stay out like this. And now he's coming in. And just have to give up the ghost. Hands it over to Andy Cork. Oh, Andy right there. Got Eric Anderson right behind him. So those two. Only two have yet to make a pit stop. But remember, they actually topped off lap 96. So, but the thing about with Joe Hudson staying out, it tells me they can go longer than 50 laps. They can go well past 50 laps because Joe Hudson pitting and yellow flag. Dave, and man, Joe Hudson's probably sitting there going, you got to be kidding me. See what happened. Hudson's probably sitting there going, man. Oh, 3 wide. Tom Ricker got in there a little bit. That's just new tires, old tires. A little bit catching up at wrong place, wrong time. Eric right there, and then, oh, Eric was slowing up because the OO was spinning. Okay. Well, it doesn't benefit old Joe. About a lap or so short, caution-wise. Wow. Hudson's probably just sitting there beating on the desk right now and saying, "You got to be kidding me." Matthew Simple's back there in 18th, still thinking, "Yeah, I'm good." Well, we know they can make it on fuel now. Caution right here definitely puts that in to the point. Hope y'all enjoyed it tonight so far. Last race at a round of 14. Then we go to the round of 8. Oh, and then here on the cutoff line, but wins it. Is just ticking into it. Gibson right there behind him. All right, Mitchell's going to line them up 2 by 2. Going to have Gibson there with him. Man, this ought to be good. All right, getting set to go back green. 2 by 2. Back green. Mitchell gets the front out front here. Hudson moves it up in a second, so now Joe Hudson does have newer tires. A little bit newer. Not as new as Sherman. Well, yeah, he does. Actually, Eric Anderson has newer tires. But Joe Hudson has nothing to lose here. Everything to gain. He doesn't want to use those tires up early, though. I have about 40 laps to go. And he could go the distance, by the way. Remember, Mitchell pitted on lap 147. 48 for Sherman. Hudson right now. Want to bide your time, Hudson. Whoa, hold on. Cody Gibson gets into the side there of Eric Anderson. Gibson definitely does not want to wreck. Wow. Not trying to help out Hudson in the up here. Which at this point, and I'm just going off 1 point of position. At this point, I don't see any way any of these guys could get knocked out of the round of 8 unless Hudson or Marr gets up here and wins this thing. Right now, Joe Hudson, hey, he's doing what he needs to do. Got those newer tires. Just needs to sit there, man, and ride. Let it come to him. Because if you're over aggressive, you're going to use those tires up. It will chew them up quickly. See Corey Sherman right there behind him. Corey's already punched his ticket into the round of 8. Eric Anderson right there. Eric just wants to win. I wonder if he'll push Hudson to the front. Cody wants to win this thing. Go ahead and solidify himself. I'm going to tell you, could it be a miracle? And Joe Hudson pulled this thing off. Would be a big win one way or the other. Now you're starting to see those tires. Starting to see Greg Mitchell tires go away. And Hudson right here with those newer sets starting to close in a little bit. Yes, it's a tough place to pass though. And Joe Hudson pulled this thing off tonight. What a Cinderella story. Now, I know Matthew Simple sitting back there going, no! Because that would be a devastating night for Simple if Hudson wins. Because if Hudson wins, folks, Matthew Simple is pretty much going to be out of this thing. He would need Greg Mitchell or Cody Gibson to have a terrible race. And right now, if Gibson and Mitchell stay where they are, yeah, because if I look at the points, you know, there's only 4 separating Simple. Now Mitchell, on the other hand, there's a little bit more separating him. Let's see, there's 10. Well, Matthew Simple still got a pretty good. Mitchell really probably needs to win this race. And even if he finishes in second, so there's a, let's see, 10. About a 15-point difference. And they would actually be, well, that'd be about 16. So, yeah. If Greg Mitchell finishes second, Joe Hudson wins, Greg Mitchell still is going to make it in. Matthew Simple would be knocked out. By my math. Now look, it's unofficial. Okay, it's unofficial, folks. But by 1 point a position, yeah. You got Tom Ricker back here, but Tom right now, and he's still in the good, even back there in 14th place spot. Yeah. What we're watching right here is, can Joe Hudson run down the man up front? And, you know, he's got a little newer tires than Mitchell. Mitchell that time though, man, made some way headway. Mitchell's actually a bit further on out. And, you know, it's always heartbreaker to see. And I hope Mitchell wants to win. To be one position off, to knowing you can make it to round of 8. Now, if I'm a person if I'm like Greg Mitchell, I would have guys calculating right now. If I finish second, am I still going to make it? Because if so, I would much rather knock. It's taking nothing away against Joe Hudson now. He's been up there, man, been a good driver. But I would much rather knock Matthew Simple out of that top 8, round of 8, than have him scoot in here. I'd say, okay, Hudson, come on up here, win this thing. I'll finish it out in second. I'm still making the round of 8. I'm still in the good. Corey Sherman back here too, along with Eric Anderson. Yeah, if I had guys, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, look, calculate. Let me see what we've got. What does the points look like? Run the numbers for us, guys. Gibson coming alive now. I mean, Gibson's definitely good. Sherman's good. I feel Mitchell's definitely going to be good, whether he wins or finishes second. You've got Richter's definitely good right now. It's all the ones. Matthew Simple is the only one right now that's sitting right there on that bubble. He's an 18th place spot. He has roughly a 15, 16 point lead over Greg Mitchell. I don't think he can catch Leroy Cobb. We'll just have to see if he goes around Leroy Cobb, what happens. Yeah. I mean, surefire way, Mitchell wins, he's in. Hudson, he wins, he's in. You see, man, Cody Gibson coming to life here. Pretty even up front. Gibson coming alive. Gibson would like to put in victory lane 2. And Sherman's already done that. So he's good. Eric Anderson right behind him and Andy Court. Got Andrew Codwell there too. Ed Jurgen. Philip Van Veet. Mike Stifferson. Tom Richter. Amanda up the 14th. Doing good tonight too. That 88. Just trucking along. The story we're watching right now is how much does Mitchell have left and how much does Hudson have left? Does he have enough to run him down? I don't know. I mean, this is going to be interesting. I look, you see Hudson right now, he is running him down a little bit. Story Cinderella of the night, though. And I will go back on it. You know, obviously no driver's going to give somebody something. Unless they're just a really nice driver. You know, does it happen? Sure, it happens. But by saying that, I go back to, and we know it happens in real life. Play the number game, try to knock your components, you know, your opponents out, especially on the playoff style thing. See, Hudson right now is picking it up a little bit. Question is, does he have enough time? 20 to go. Catching and passing. Right down. On with it. Listen, I'm just excited here to see. I mean, if Joe Hudson can do this thing. I mean, he's having to run down one of the best up front of Greg Mitchell. Got another best behind him there, Cody Gibson. Running about a tenth faster. He can keep up a tenth faster. He might be able to catch Mitchell in time. Time is only a couple hundreds quicker. He does have better tires. I mean, he's there. I think he might run out of time. I don't know. Hudson right now. We're watching this battle closely because these two guys, and Hudson lost a lot on that lap. Yes, he didn't need that. Wow, might be pushing that truck a little bit too hard. Lost a lot of ground, just needs to be considered. I know it's easy to push when you get close. Old Joe Hudson right now trying everything he can. Everything. Giving it his all to run down Mitchell, but I think it's just too even and he's just going to run out of time. And then you got to worry about Cody Gibson back here, maybe just running both of them down because he's actually, he ran about the same time as they did last time. I think Hudson might have overdrove the truck just a little bit. Richter back here in 12th. Bowman looking strong. 12 spots there in 8. Or Sherman had a stellar night tonight there in 4th. Along with Cody Gibson. They're going to go to the round of 8. This man right here, as he extends that lead on Joe Hudson. Almost a second. Hudson had it down about a half second there one time, and I think he pushed the truck a little bit too hard. I think that's what he's done. He gave it everything, though. Everything. But old Joe, I think he needs to go back to that middle lane. Switch lanes, and it's just not working. Yeah, he's losing time. I think he needs to get off that bottom. Sometimes I think the bottom is the fastest, but I think right now it's showing that middle top lane is the best lane. Greg Mitchell still out front and in control of this one. 11 to go here tonight. Round of 14, and we take it down to round of 8 next week to Indianapolis. Greg Mitchell coming here on the cutoff line. Either way, win or not, I mean, he'd have to almost fall back to probably around 5th place spot. He's going to punch his ticket to round of 8. Not over with yet. Joe Hudson, the trouble that Matthew Simple had tonight, had a shot right there, just couldn't hang on to it. Tires gave away, but good old Joe Hudson. Give everything he had. Gave it his all. Gibson right there, and you know what's the sad part about this is that caution that came out about a lap or two too late for Joe Hudson. He was leading, everybody else was on pit. A lot of guys a lap down. If that caution would have came out when he was there, it'd have been a different scenario. Then the rest of the season, Cody Gibson get up here and win this thing. Matthew Simple right now is breathing a sigh of relief. Oh, Andy Court, though, up 17 spots in the 5th place. Having a stellar night. Oh, Andy Court right there in the gray beard. I guess his beard's gray. I don't know. So, Gary Bowman up 13. He's got a good night running tonight, too. Andrew Codwell right there behind him. But as of right now, by my calculations, Matthew Simple is fine. He'll come in probably at the bottom of the round of 8. That's okay. Greg Mitchell trying to bring this thing into victory lane with about 6 to go here at Rockingham. reckon would be a disaster for him. Mitchell right now close to punching his ticket into the round of 8 for sure. Just with the win tonight, he definitely will. And Cody Gibson right behind him there. Good Joe Hudson. Boy, he has done everything he could. He's just going to be 2 positions short. Needed that win. Corey Sherman already punched his ticket in the round of 8. On with Cody Heinzman, who has had a bad night tonight and fell out of the race. Andy Cork right there sitting in the 5th place spot. So if it ends like it is right now, it's going to be set. It'll be Mitchell, Gibson, Sherman, Heinzman, Richter, Codwell, and Bowman. It would be the same as what it is, the top 8 right now. With Lee Campbell having a bad race tonight, with Joe Hudson doing everything he can, and it just shows that Joe has got this speed. You know, I know, and I'm going to go ahead and wish him all the best in the future here at the Cyber Thunder Tuesday Truck Series to win a championship. Unfortunately, I won't see it. Well, I might get to see it, but I mean, to broadcast it for him. But I feel like he's going to be a champion as the white flag's out. One more time for that man, and he's going to put it in victory lane. Greg Mitchell is going to win tonight. Cody Gibson's going to be right there in second, along with Joe Hudson coming home in third. What a race. Man, I loved it. Get a word with him. Okay. Joe in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey, Joe in the booth. This is Joe in the car or the truck.
That's it. Well, you know, I know, man, what a Cinderella story it was, and here tonight. But you know, with the trouble Matthew Simple had there, you had a shot to get into that round of 8. You just needed that win, and I know that maybe was the tires just going away there at the end on you.
Yeah, I just gave it all we had there. I knew I needed to get a win, and I just had to try to get the lead and see hopefully something good could happen. But that was just too strong. I couldn't run that high line like they could. They just could keep their momentum, and I thought their tires would eventually give up, but they never did, and they just kept getting faster. I got slower, so.
He still came out of here with a great finish and shows that, you know, you definitely got the talent to hang with a lot of these guys. And I feel like maybe going into next season is definitely going to give you all. But still got some races left, man. I mean, how was the truck feeling for you out there, though? And I know you got to be heartbroken that caution came out about a couple of laps after you made your pits.
Yeah, just, you know, that's the way it goes. But I think this is the best I've ever finished in this league all year. I've been up there battling, but not been able to put a whole race together. So happy to get a third. It's been a fun league. I really appreciate Tom and everything that they've done. I enjoy racing with these guys. Just wish we could have brought home a win. And dadgum, if they hadn't had that road course in there, I think we'd have been all right. But road courses are not, and Joe Hudson do not get along.
Hey, Steele, man, was right there at the end. Had a good finish tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, you know, Dr. Bob there on my car, he does good work if anybody needs his services.
He does big things.
Yeah, he does, and he'll do one at a time. If you can only afford one, you can come in and get one fixed and save up and come back and get the other one fixed later. But yeah, no, thank you, Joe,
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for the league. And like I said, Tom, I know throughout the year I've given him a lot of headaches because I've had a lot of growing pains, but I've really been practicing and trying to run with these guys. And it's tough. It's hard to win, but I'll take a third. But congratulations to Cody and Greg. They ran a great race, and I said I just tried to run their line, but I couldn't make the speed, and my tires were giving up. But we'll take third and keep going. Get ready for the next season or whatever. I'm sure we didn't advance, so but I appreciate everything, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, there you go, Joe Hudson, man, bringing her home in third with an outstanding run tonight. Cody, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, I tell you what, you was able to get up here. You know, I spoke to you before here on the race, and you said your goal was top 10. Well, you made that happen, and, you know, pretty much pointed your way right there into the round of 8. But how was the truck feeling tonight? And what happened on that pit road that got you marred back in the back?
Yeah, I actually sped trying to beat Cody off. My mistake. Then that last restart, my mistake again. I missed the shift, but I did what I wanted to do, get stage points, finish top 10. Surprisingly, I feel like I had one of the best long run trucks, so I don't know what I was doing, but I found a little something in 1 and 2 on the bottom that was making up a lot of time. It worked out.
Oh, absolutely. Got you up to second, got you in that round of 8. Like you said, that's what you wanted. Now you can focus on the next one. Well, how are you feeling about going into Indianapolis?
I feel more comfortable with the next 3 tracks than I did with the previous 3 tracks, I'll tell you that.
Hey, there you go. It's always a good sign, man, to try to get in that Final 4. But, hey, you got anybody you want to thank for a good finish tonight?
Oh, you, Joe. Everything you do. Hell of a broadcast. Tom. Everybody associated with Cyber. I mean, this is a good group of guys and girls. Hey, we got a girl. But yeah, I appreciate everything y'all do.
Well, there you go. Cody Gibson, man, tonight. He put it in his mind. He set a plan. He had that plan, and he got it done. But this guy also, Greg, Joe in the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, Joe, I got you.
Well, yeah, by obviously winning, puts you into the round of 8. But with the trouble that Matthew Simple had tonight, I think even if you wouldn't have won, you still would have been in that round of 8 because you were, you know, right there with him being back in the 18th place spot. But hey, take us to this race a little bit. I mean, you know, it was kind of up and down.
Well, yeah, I missed last week, so I had to point my way in. Even a win didn't get me in today, so I'm not sure how it all going to shake out with where everybody finished. But
because he said
yeah,
we didn't get you in.
It is, unless you miss a race, then you got to point your way in.
Oh, that you know what? That's a good point. I should have brought that up. My bad.
All good. No, it was kind of up and down race for me a little bit because I was burning my right front up a little bit more than I wanted to. The Cody and Cody show, they had really, really good long run speed. Joe had good long run speed as well. So I was just trying to, I had to kind of adjust for that last run, back up my entry a little, and I think I was overturning a little too. So I seemed like I had better long run speed on that last run, and the clean air helped me out a lot too. So that was kind of nice to have for once.
Absolutely. You know, I appreciate you bringing that up there too, because I was like, man, you win, you in. Obviously, I should have went back and read the notes that I had, but I still pretty much think you got in the round of 8 there. Now, coming out of Rockingham, and it was a tough little track, how you feeling about going into Indianapolis?
I love Indy. It's one of my favorite tracks to run. I mean, I run great, but it's one of my favorite tracks. It's just fun, and I'm looking forward to that one. I look forward to that one every time I run it. Absolutely.
Well, tonight, you won it. Get that round of 8. Think about it going into next week, but you got anybody you want to thank for this awesome win tonight?
Yeah, well, thank you to you, Joe, for running the show up in the booth. Thanks for Rick for sponsoring this week, and thanks for Tom as always for putting on an awesome league. And shout out to my family down here in Texas.
Well, there you go, Greg Mitchell, man, tonight doing what he needed to do. And, folks, I apologize. He actually just schooled me on that one. I had the notes, and he is right. By him missing that race, here's how that works is, yes, you win and you are in, but you have to make the next 3 races after that. And I totally slipped on it. And, hey, look, beat the announcer up here over that one. So I'm still going to say he's going to get there by points alone because, Matthew Simple way back in the back like he is. And then, being up front, and plus with Lee Campbell having a bad race and Joe Hudson finishing in front of Joe Hudson. So let me take this little recap here before we show the results. I was talking about Mitchell. If he won the race, he's automatically in, but he wasn't. If he would have let Joe Hudson come up there and he would have fell back to third, Joe Hudson might have leapfrogged him just by points alone. So that would have made it interesting and made it tight. But folks, let's look at the results here tonight because it was definitely a good one here. As always, Greg Mitchell winning it tonight. As Cody Gibson's going to bring her home there in second. Joe Hudson up in the third. Corey Sherman leaving it there in fourth. Andy Court and finishing in fifth. We got sixth place Eric Anderson. We got Gary Bowman finishing seventh. Andrew Codwell in eighth. Philip Van Veet there in ninth. We got Tom Ricker in 10th. Mike Stiverson, he's in 11th. Tanner Marr there in 12th. Amanda Sherman having a good finish tonight, 13th. Ed Jurgen there in 14th. We got Dave Gaines fourth in the 15th place spot. You've also got sitting in the 16th, Brad Holmes, 17th. Man, tonight was Leroy Cobb, 18th. Matthew Simple, who dodged a bullet tonight. Should have dodged a bullet. Logan Spencer there is finishing 19th. Cody Heinzman, unfortunate night for him, but he's on in a round of 8, finishing 20th. 21st, Lee Campbell. 22nd there, Larry Bell. 23rd, Dustin Ping. 24th, we got Jackie Bronin, and Casey Tomlinson rounds out the 25th spot. A good race, good finish. We go to the round of 8 next week, heading off into Indianapolis. It'll be a solid one and close one from here on out to the end of the season. But for myself and everyone, have a good night. And thank you again, Rick Thompson, for sponsoring the night.